Episode of Critical Misconduct, where me and my friends here get to play some D&D for a couple hours. And he's so tiny. Yes. What?
Oh yeah, that was Dustin Hoffman. Holy shit.
Look at that tiny baby. Oh, snuggle baby. Oh, I had to wash Lulu's head today because Buff peed on her.
Oh, that's a fun one.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry, Aaron. Keep going. Come on.
Great. Peeing on head stories. Awesome. Way to go. Poor Lulu. Welcome to another episode of Critical Misconduct, where animals pee on each other's heads.
I won't pee on your head, Lily. It's okay.
Lily.
Hey, some people pay for that.
That's
Y'all got it for
true.
free.
Listen,
There are
we don't yuck other people's young, right?
There are people who pay quite a lot of money for that.
Buff, do you hear that? You could be pulling your weight more, okay, buddy?
God. Gotta
Sorry.
thank D&D Beyond. Gotta thank Battle Maps.
I charge an extra 200. Anyway,
Dog smoking.
yeah.
You can't smoke. You can pee on people for money, but you can't smoke.
For another 100, you can film it.
And that's how Brandon got his SAT card.
At least it was on film.
For money. That
The
makes
sad
it.
thing is, I actually got my SAG card for throwing a Molotov cocktail that never ended up on film because the fire marshal on Long Island was like, no, you can't have him throw a Molotov cocktail into a window of a house. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? So, yeah, I got hired and just got to sit in holding all day and go home with my Taft-Hartley.
Hmm.
Hey.
Also, support your local unions. Donate to the community fund.
Yay. Of course, need to say thank Travis Savoy for the music. And, God, I'm just all thrown off because of urine.
I'm so sorry.
And above,
Buff, it's your fault. Where'd he go?
above,
Yeah.
Peeing on something.
And above,
Reagan,
yeah, Reagan, go ahead.
Reagan, you're in trouble.
You're in
What?
trouble.
Listen, I've
Takes
never
the piss
peed on
right out of ya.
anybody. Okay?
Boo.
I've not peed on anybody. Yet.
Yet.
Tonight.
Nobody's offered to pay me enough, probably.
Tonight.
Not that you know of.
Oh, interesting.
No one that will come forth and be like, hey, Reagan, you peed on me. There's a lot of people out there probably.
We love an accusation. I don't have enough going on, you know?
I
We gotta
would
space it
love
out.
an accusation.
PeedOnMe.com reviews are pretty bad.
Better reviews. And above VTT for all our mapping needs and everything. Yes. Oh God. And rolling of dice.
Do you feel like they'd be happy with this promotion? Do you feel like
They're-
they like
they're-
the thank yous cut between
They support
the
D&D.
urine
They know what they
discussion?
got into.
Oh, sure.
That's true.
All I gotta think of is iCup. iCup.
Oh,
Reagan's new company, iCup.
nice.
Are there? Is there another woman who owns this company with you?
I
Oh,
see you.
man.
Dude, oh God.
I was really happy for that slow burn.
Oh,
Thank you,
God.
Greg.
Classic internet. Classic internet. We love it. Do you think the children know? Is that like a does that last the test of time, or was that a moment?
You know, I don't know.
I don't know if that was a moment. I don't think that anybody wanted that to be a moment.
I brought up the Pain Olympics at one point, and I'm pretty sure there was a generational gap there. So I think that might have also happened eventually with the old 2G 1C.
Yeah. What about the guy with the jars? Was that a thing or no?
Mr. Hands.
Yes.
Mr. Hands. Yeah. No, I think that guy will actually live on because he got like a Darwin Award. Like,
Oh, good for him.
yeah, that guy died.
So didn't live on. Literally didn't live on.
But his legacy has.
Legacy. Legacy that one leaves behind should be considered. And I mean, he did some tremendous work.
Mm-hmm.
By volume, I mean.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Gosh, the internet is so fun. Could you imagine? I don't even remember time before it.
No. Like,
And
I
now
do.
we're here doing this. We're using the internet for this, which is nice.
We're going.
Full circle.
We're hopefully now going to get off this subject and into adventure and imagination land here. So
Alright, Aaron.
strap
Talk
on.
about whatever. Oh,
If you
see,
think-
we're back to it.
If you think I
You're doing
can't
it too.
work
You're doing
somebody,
it too.
Strap in and strap on.
Oh, that sounds too much like Stand Back and Stand By.
What kind of
we need to
Twitch
workshop
stream
it.
is this?
all I have to say here is that if you think I can't work somebody putting a jar in their rectum into roleplay, you are wrong, sir.
You're not playing a bard though.
It doesn't matter. It's you can
Oh.
there's ways. You always figure it out.
There's always ways to fit one in. All right.
Yeah.
Roll for kinks.
But there's a will, there's a way.
So
Maybe that's why my character is a haunted one.
Just remember
Huh?
Mason jar is trademarked.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't actually use the word message.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's a canning jar.
Pickle jar. Oh, pickles.
trademark.
Why?
So
Hit.
now that we're done with that, where did we
See
leave
beans.
off in the last episode?
Good looking beans, baby. Good looking beans. So we. Oh boy. So I was reading back because I was trying to look up all the other character stuff that we'd done. So
I mean, I couldn't really tell
Here's-
you what happened before that, but I can tell you that I completely derailed the campaign for Aaron.
yes, you did. So here's what we did: is we did such a cool job walking, and then we were on the way to Vallaki again, but there was drama. There was a man being attacked by werewolves. Very upsetting situation. They were wearing pants. We don't know why they attacked him, but we found this man. We saved him. He was an accountant, which immediately distrustful. His name is Vasily Van Holtz. But he walked us the rest of the way back to Vallaki, which was great. Telling us about different places in Vallaki, things we should know. Ow! And, like the Stefanovich and Sons Apothecary, the Orphanage of St. Androl. There's the Father Lucian Petrovich. The head of the orphanage is Mistress Claudia Veleskov. Many children from a bunch of other places in Vallaki. There's the Burgermeister, Baron Vargas Velakovich, his wife Lydia Petrovna, and their son Victor. But that we don't necessarily feel like he's such a great guy because he's been forcing the town to have festivals. And that's why the accountant Vasily left for a little while. So we're like, but that's fun because carnival and festivals, etc. But yeah, so we're gonna try to go to, we enter Vallaki. We we are told to keep a low profile, and we do, I think, a fairly good job
Yes.
of
Outstanding.
that for an amount of time.
30 seconds. Yes.
Were we really
Yeah.
told to keep a low profile?
Yes.
I think
He
so. Yeah.
tells us to keep a low profile.
I missed
His
that
shop
note.
is down past the cracked anvil and straight arrow.
Low profile.
Okay? So we go in, we
All I'm
we
saying
go-
is that if I had been paying attention in that moment, some things might have changed in our last
Oh,
session,
do you
so,
think
yeah.
so? Oh, do you think so? Well, anyway, we head into town and we walk past a stockyard. We walk past, so within the stockyard are several locked sheds, a warehouse. There is a old carnival wagon. Within the stockyard that's padlocked. It's called, on the faded writing on the side says Rictavio's Carnival of Wonders. We pass a coffin maker shop. And then we get to a really cool place called Blinksey's Toys. And it's a fun little toy shop. Very cool. There's a very nice man with a monkey, a little capuchin monkey named Piccolo. Super, very chill. It was a really good time. Everyone had a great time. Somebody got something.
I did. Leslie bought a nice Strahd ventriloquist dummy.
Ventriloquist dummy.
Mm-hmm.
There was a doll who looked very much like Irina, like exactly like Irina as a doll. Everything else was terrible. And he kept talking about a clockwork man, a man made of clocks in the big thing, castle. So really, it's a whole situation. But we left out of there after Leslie made his purchase, which was great. And we started heading into town where we saw some people locked up.
Let's not forget.
No.
Let's not forget. As you
Let's
were,
not forget.
as Yeet was looking back at the creepy shop, you noticed a small little doll in the window looking at you.
We don't have to.
And then
We
you
don't-
looked back
we don't-
again, and it was gone.
You know,
Could have
I
been
didn't
your
write that
imagination,
down. I didn't write that down because it scared me, and I did forget about that. And thank you for reminding me so much. Thank you.
Spooky
I
doll.
will write that down. At another time probably. I can't do that right now. So
That's why news reporting's one-sided.
So we go into town, and there are people in stocks wearing donkey heads, like what's that called with the newspaper?
Paper mache.
Paper mache. Papier mache. And men, women, children held because they weren't having enough fun. They didn't enjoy the festival. They didn't have fun. And all of the people that were in town seemed very afraid, trying to have a fun time. And Rondai did not like it. But the town guards came in, and they were tearing down a sign for one festival and putting up a new one saying, "Come one, come all to the great celebration of the year, the Festival of the Blazing Sun." But Rondai's not cool with the people that were locked up just because they weren't having a good time, and starts breaking the stocks. And then there was like a very chill.
Rhonda doesn't like stocks.
I know.
It's not
A chill altercation, there was some fire, there was some throwing of brothers, there was some running around, there was some multiple images of a Birdman, there was a lot happening, and everybody was able to kind of run away. Rondai ended up being able to run to the woods, where a nice raven landed on his shoulder and said, "You fuck shit up." But
Also, I would like to
can help.
point out, just because
Tell
I
me.
find the imagery really funny, that Rondai cast Expeditious Retreat, which means he was dashing with both his action and his bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Fastest elephant man ever. To
Wow.
ever exists.
So impressive.
It would have looked like Usain Bolt, but an elephant man.
Yeah.
You would have broken some of the street as you were running through.
Yeah, just fucking. I'm just imagining his like trunk flapping behind him because he's running with enough force that he can't keep it in front of him.
Yeah, so you end up, the rest of us, we were sort of hiding? I don't really know that we figured out what we all
You
do.
guys are heading back to the circus?
Back to the circus.
You guys headed back towards the circus, and I doubled back away from the circus because I was afraid to bring the heat to the circus,
I'm
because I
sorry.
definitely had it.
As soon as you said that your trunk was flowing in the back of the breeze, all I was thinking is, does your trunk hang low? Does it wobble to and flow? Does it...
And that's where Muriel found you, sort of hiding in the woods.
Yeah, just like sitting on a log, pouting because he wasn't really sure what he said. Fuck.
Yep.
Yeah, I was picturing the Naruto run, except instead of just the two arms behind him, it was two arms and a trunk all behind him as he's running. Yeah.
The Naruto trunk run.
Mm-hmm. Classic.
Yeah, so everything went perfect.
You guys are so good at your jobs.
We're exceptionally talented.
Hey, I'm a heel. That's all I gotta say.
The literal heel.
Yeah, that's his job.
Just the nozzle. House and Pepper Incorporated.
A wrestling term.
So, where we guys left off. The Raven, Muriel, hops onto your shoulder and says, maybe I can help. And she goes, let's go for a walk.
As he stands up and kind of follows her, he kind of like real sheepishly, he's like, how long did it take before you turned?
She turns. You see the head just kind of go. What do you mean?
Pretty sure I was bitten by a lycanthrope. I thought maybe you'd have an idea how long that takes.
Well, it takes time. I wouldn't be too worried about it.
Okay. She's kind of like.
She looks at the wound, like she's like, where were you? Where's the injury?
I think he got bit in his arm, if I
Yeah,
remember correctly. I don't remember exactly where.
Let me see it.
He just like shows her his arm where he got bit.
You see her like put her like claws right there. She like lands on the arm. She kind of inspects it. And you see there's like should be fine.
That's too bad. Kinda always wanted hair. Just like tries to make a joke out of it.
If the Raven could smile, it would. But she goes, keep walking this way.
He's kind of like trundling after her.
You don't take too kindly to Strahd, do you?
He's I mean, I haven't really had much deal with him, but he seemed like a real creep.
Mm.
Sorry, 1 second.
Is he getting food delivered? I hope he tells us what it is.
No.
Oh.
Nothing that exciting. She goes, well, I was hoping we can gain some allies.
Okay. What are you thinking?
He rules this land with an iron fist, and we aim to stop it.
I'm guessing you want to overthrow him or something.
Overthrowing meaning chopping his head off, yeah.
Yeah, that's normally the way that works out in my experience.
If you can come sort of agreement as a group that we're on the same side, find your way back into the Blue Water Inn.
Is that like in Valaki?
Yeah, it's in Balaki.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a little bit of trouble getting back in Valaki.
I'm fully aware. But it's not my issue. You'll figure it out.
Alright.
Listen, you need to talk to the owner. His name's Erwin. He's like me.
Alright.
I'll put a good word in for you. Maybe at least they'll give you a safe haven. If push comes to shove.
You wouldn't happen to know if there's like underground way into Valaki?
As she's talking to you, you see she's slowly morphing out back into a human figure. You see her wearing a cloak. As she's walking, you see she morphs back slowly, becoming partially human. And then you see her, as you're talking, you see her turn, petite woman, younger, slender build, at least 19, 20 years old. She's walking ahead. You stop and kind of are kind of like, you don't see somebody just turning back to humans very often.
Yeah.
As she then turns her head. She points up to behind you. She goes, "You mind?" Behind you see a cloak that's been hanging against a tree and it looks like a bag.
Oh, yeah, 1 second. He just reaches up, and I'm assuming he can.
Mm-hmm.
He can reach it.
Mm-hmm.
He is tall boy.
Appreciate it. Gets cold in the evenings here. And you see she's just about fully naked as you hand over the
Cloak.
the cloak. She's slowly morphing back.
Brondai is, I don't know if elephants blush. But we're gonna say that like through like his gray skin tone, he is beet red. Has no, he's just like like handing her cloak because he has no idea.
Humans are the only species known to blush. Just FYI. No other creatures.
Yeah, I didn't know if maybe elephants would because they don't have. They also lack fur, but. All right, then he's just he is visibly awkward, like not in the like shy little boy way, just the like the minute she went from like even before he noticed that she was only partially clothed, the minute she started changing from a raven to an attractive woman, he started being all like Rondai's not good with women.
Trying to be respectful. Maybe he
Yeah,
covers his eyes with his ears.
Yeah, he is. He's trying to be respectful, but he is also. He's like. That is the one thing where it's like a little kid, where he's like, you know, he's like doing this, but also kind of like looking through his hand because he's like, oh.
Although there is an argument that some birds do, but it's not the same type of communication. So they humans are the only ones that do it due to embarrassment or a complicated emotion requiring understanding others' opinions and other factors. So there's an argument saying that some birds, they'll say some peacocks and stuff like that, may have it. Some birds blush to communicate. They say that, and parrot owners often attest to the phenomenon in their pets. Interesting. So
Quellen can blush, but I can't. That's what you're saying.
Well, we just don't know if I'm saying if you added a human emotion response.
Yeah, fair.
That you could understand. I would assume that probably you could.
Then yeah, he's definitely.
I would say mammals are. I'm assuming mammals are capable. They just don't. Yeah. They don't understand it. It's not for the same reasons. If that's the case, in thinking logically. So, you she then sits on a log near you, and she goes, well, besides the fuckery that you caused in the town, I hope I can use, I was kind of excited by the fuckery you caused in town, though. If you can cause that much of a ruckus, I'm sure you can ruffle Strahd's feathers.
Yeah, I'm particularly good at ruffling feathers, I've been told.
I obviously see it. And if you and the rest of your crew will do the same, well, we could use you in the fight.
Yeah, I mean, seemed like a real creep. I got no problem with killing him. I don't really know, can't really speak for the other circus folk. I don't think many of them have, done that sort of thing, but at least for me, ain't gonna be the first time, probably gonna be the last.
Well, listen. You meet with the keeper, Erwin Martikov, over in the Blue Water Inn. I think we can do some service together.
Okay. Well, I'll try and figure out a way to get back in the city then, I guess. hit the circus first. I figure it's been gone long enough now. They probably won't put 2 and 2 together. Speaking of the guards, of course.
Yeah. She goes, it's getting too late for that. I'm assuming they don't want to come out past the gates at this point.
Yeah, I just didn't want them to see me going off in the direction of the circus.
Good. And we're in accord. So, do me a favor. Go see the keeper. He may have some things for you to do.
Okay.
And we'll go from there. Sound good?
Yeah. Yeah. He's like he's like looking at her, but like not looking at her, like, no. Yeah.
All right. And she starts walking away into the woods quietly.
He attempts to do the same thing, and I'm assume just makes a lot of stick snapping noises as he injures himself.
Yeah, you're quite loud. But you do end up finding the path back on the road. As it is getting dark, the fog is becoming ever so bright, dark. Fog is starting to envelop the city and the road in front of you. But as you keep going away from the city proper, you see the bright lights of your circus folk setting up on the outskirts of town.
I'm gonna basically I'm gonna try to creep in and get to Jesus, I can't remember my own former character's name.
Lothar.
Yeah. I'm basically gonna try to sneak in and go to where I know like Lothar's office I know he travels in like a wagon, so I'm basically gonna go try to find his wagon and hide out in it until he comes and I can explain the situation.
Okay. So as you go to do that, as you're setting up towards the city, towards the circus, you actually see a recognizable man at the gate, or like basically your equivalent of your gate of the circus. And he's arguing.
He's just kind of like looking.
He's arguing with the person up front. He's like, small man, glasses, recognizable as the accountant. He's like,
do I know the person on watch?
oh, of course you do. And they're not letting him in. He's like, I just wanted to see if my friends were okay.
He just walks up to the person guarding the gate and he just says, he just looks at him for a second and says, first thing, he's with me. Second thing, you didn't see me. Third thing, you tell anybody but Lothar that you see me, I smash your head. Got it?
Go and make an intimidation check. I know you don't have them up, but it's just probably a D20 plus something.
Yeah, 1 second. It's fine. It only takes a second to pull him up. Sir? I haven't leveled him up yet.
Well, he's not leveled up yet.
Oh yeah, that's just the new group. Okay, I thought
Just
when you
the
said
new group.
everyone, my brain.
Yeah. The group will happen. Wow, that was a weird error. Above VTT 21D0B885. The hell?
21.
21. What a weird error.
It's an old code, but recognizable.
That's an old
code.
Recognize.
This little you see this small little gnome is sitting there and is just like, oh, okay, you didn't need to do that.
He just keeps walking past. He's got no time right now.
He and then follows the accountant. The accountant follows
Yeah,
and goes,
that's what I was gonna say. Is he looks at the accountant and goes, "Look, I don't have much time. Come on."
"What did you?" And he looks at you and goes, "What did you do? I told you to keep a low profile."
I don't have time to explain. That's why I'm bringing you. Just come on. And he just like keeps trudging on, like trying to, like doing his best to like circumvent the camp and get to Lothar's wagon without running into anybody else, despite being an 8-foot tall elephant man.
As you go to do that, you see Lothar is actually in the middle of the town, obviously stressed, like the circus center, obviously stressed due to holding the blockade up the best of his ability to keep whatever is around the best he can. Or he's about to do it anyways, getting late in the evening. They won't do that much during the day. As he's trying to prepare for this, and he looks and he sees you come trotting through, and he goes, "I'm assuming things didn't go well."
Nope. We should probably we should probably go to your wagon.
He looks at you and he goes, "I was about to say the same thing. The group's waiting for you in the wagon."
Oh, good. Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, the rest of the circus probably should know. Let's go to your wagon.
You get into the wagon, and he's already been given the info. As you walk in, I'm sure everyone is very keen and excited to see you because they didn't know where you were. And Luthor was about to get a group together to try to find you if you didn't come sooner. And he's the first thing out of his mouth is going, "What the fuck were you thinking?"
I don't know. They just treating them like animals, man.
We're strangers in a strange land.
I know. I try to do the whole respect the culture thing, but they had donkeys' heads on them, man. Like sitting there laughing at them. It was just weird.
I know. It's not.
I didn't hurt anybody this time.
I know you. I know.
It's just like I'm assuming this isn't the first time he's done something like this in the 100+ years he's been with the circus.
He just kind of just sits here and he goes, "Do you think this can be fixed?"
Well, like I said, I didn't hurt anybody this time. I may have embarrassed I don't know, he might have been a magistrate or something a little bit, but he just kind of shrugs. It's just like best answer I could give you is best I know I'm the only one that's in trouble so far, and they didn't seem too keen on chasing me outside of the city, so
Well, here's the deal. We gotta keep you low. Keep you away from the city. The lot of you.
yeah.
I'm not taking any risks. The lot of you are gonna stay back. Maybe do something around the circus.
We did get one. Good. thing out of it. I may have made us some new friends.
Oh yeah, who was that?
They're a group of bird people.
And
Not like he like
And-
points
and-
over towards Quellen.
okay. Well, before we discuss anything else, who the fuck is that?
Oh, he like looks over at the account. He goes, oh yeah, sorry, Lothor, Vasily Lothor. We ran into him on the road. He's actually from Volok. He came over to make sure we were okay, and I kind of drug him in here because I figured we probably should limit the amount of folk here who are accessories to a crime, as it were.
And do you have a way of maybe helping us along the way, your little friend?
He just kind of looks over at Vasily and he goes,
And
I mean,
Vasily, he goes, possibly.
he's an accountant, owns a place in the city.
Yeah, I actually live in the city as well, but yeah, yeah, I could assist, yeah.
See, two new friends to counterbalance the entire town.
There's a moment of silence as he's trying to think, and then you hear a knock on the door. He goes, "Come in." And walking in, you see the faces of at least one recognizable face. You see Atticus Dust walk in, and you see Thrain walk in as well. He goes, yes, come in. I was, and you were beckoned by him, so he goes, yes, come in. And he looks at you all and goes, I think we need to lay low. Maybe do something around the place. And the accountant goes, I could send them on something that could be helpful. Maybe away from the city for a short time. And Lothar looks to you all and goes, doesn't matter to me. Keep them busy. Keep them away from the city until we can sort it all out. Atticus, are you feeling up to heading into town in the morning?
Yeah, I think we could do that.
Would you mind joining him? He looks to you. To Thrain, or
Detritus?
yeah, Detritus.
I'm good.
Good. Follow me. And as he walks out of the whatever you would call a camper. He comes walking out. He goes, tell you the truth, I've been in constant communication with our friends over in the city, the last city we came from. In in Barovia. And luckily I have. because it looks like we could use some help. And you see him stand a little bit away from the campfire a little bit. And you see his hand come up, and he strains. You see a spark coming from the air, and suddenly it rips through and opens. And you see coming out is excuse me for the names, I'm just not seen them in forever.
Ismark and Periwinkle.
Yeah, Ismark and Periwinkle as they walk through the portal. And as he's walking through, Irina, you are not too far away. And you see that spark, that purple light, and that break through time and space. And suddenly you see in the distance your brother come out. It's been days. 4 or 5 days, maybe. Maybe a week since you've seen him. It's been hard to tell. You see him in the distance as he comes through. Ismark. Periwinkle, it's good to see you.
Hey, that was neat. I've never traveled like that before.
Don't get in the habit of it. It's a lot of work. As you turns away, you see him wipe his nose as blood is dripping down his nose. It is a lot of work to do what he's just done. You feel as if maybe a year or two has been taken out of his life. You see just some sort of just drained out of him. There's a lot of give and take here. Can't do it often. Till then, I believe we got a group here. I know you have not met Atticus. Ismark. Atticus and, as he kind of like, he almost like sits down. Troidus, Atticus, this is, Ismark. And Periwinkle. They'll be joining you along the way.
I just realized that I'm pretty sure Periwinkle has Ismark's portrait.
I just picked one random younger guy. Yeah.
That's funny. That looks very similar to the art for Ismark.
No, I didn't even look. I just scrolled down till I saw like a relatively baby-faced dude, and I was like,
That's
okay.
hilarious. Oh god.
Irina, I would assume you see your brother by that fire. What do you do?
Oh. I think she wants to run over there, but she's afraid. Like, she doesn't know why he's there.
He looks to Lothar and goes, what of my sister? How is she? And you hear that.
Okay. Yeah, so then I think I'll... I can speak telepathically now, so I'll probably just say, I'm safe. I'm here.
He kind of just shivers down his spine as I'm sure you would feel this, just it's so weird to hear it in your head. I would assume. I don't want to.
Yeah, I
assume
don't think that
anything.
would be. I don't think that would be a change he would be terribly thrilled to learn about. Yeah.
As you see your brother's like looking around, it doesn't see you as you slowly then walk up,
Cloak down.
cloak down.
Or hood, yeah, hood
Yeah.
down.
You see her slightly paler than she's usually be, but she looks generally healthy. You see her, she's gained some, looks like she has prepared herself more. Looks like the circus life has been hard on her, but within reason. She's done her part, and Lothar and others have trained her a little bit to at least protect herself. Not that she was ill-equipped from the start, but there's a certain sense of confidence about her that you're not used to seeing.
And I think she would say to Lothar, "What's going on?"
Lothar looks to you and he goes,
Eastmark.
"A incident occurred in town. Being who they are, they cannot exactly go into the city proper discreetly, as it were.
They being, you know,
The large giant elephant man, yes.
yeah, okay.
We're not taking any chances. So we're gonna ask of you to move forward into the town. Maybe you'd like to partake, join."
I get to go?
You've proven yourself in the sound in the circus. I think you're capable of taking care of yourself.
Is this where we were taking her? Where the group was taking her?
One
Balaki?
of the places to tell her to go to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To be safe, but then you remember the other man, the other priest said that this was not a safe place for her,
Mm-hmm.
if you recall.
Yeah. Well, we don't know that. That's the other party's information.
Well, yeah,
Right.
But yeah.
but Irina would know that. You would have told her this, you know.
But if I'm being allowed to go, I'm gonna leave the confines of the circus.
Is there anything else you guys would like to discuss with Irina and the group before letting them leave off for the night? Any information? Like, I don't know.
I'm gonna retroactively say that Rondai informed them about the tavern that the Raven had told him about.
And the dolls?
I don't know anything about the creepy doll. As far as I'm
Oh,
concerned,
not the creepy
that
doll.
was just
The dolls that all look like her.
Oh, right. There's that.
I'm
yeah.
being way too nice.
Did we? I would say I don't know if did. I don't even know if Rondai noticed that.
Stuart told you very specifically.
Yeah, it's not. You would have spotted it at some point. There was a lot of
Okay.
them.
Then yeah, he's also gonna say something like pipe up about that too and be like, hey, just to let you know, there's a guy in town making dolls of Irina. like really, really creepily close approximations. It's kind of odd. I just thought I should throw that out there.
Well, I would like to see that doll.
Sorry, he's also awkward around Irina, so this is what you get for bringing attractive human women around him. Self-flustered, he's like...
So, as you guys are settling down, what looks like for a little bit, you suddenly see that small little gnome come running up. Let's waddle up, and he goes, "Sir, sir." Then Lothar looks over to the... "Yes, Gromlin, what do you need?" This letter came for... what the exact words were? The big elephant man?
Call ourselves Pachyderm Americans.
The letter opens up. You hand over... Lothar just directs him over to you, grabs the letter. You grab the letter.
He looks at the letter, and then he takes it off the gnome, and he looks back at the gnome, and he says, "Thanks. Remember what I said about smashing your head, though."
And he just quickly runs off.
Just like opens the letter.
And the letter opens, it says, "To whom it may concern. I overheard a ruckus in the center of town, and wish to speak to said creature that caused this destruction. I see that possibly we could see eye to eye on some things, and hope that agreement could be made. Please meet me at the Vakta house. The gods will see you in." Signed, the Lady Fiona Vakta.
Fuck me. Just like sighs, and then he hands the letter to Lothar, and he just like looks completely crestfallen because he realizes he's got himself involved in local politics again. It's like, oh god damn it.
So there's several people you could be talking to. And or meet down the line. And yeah.
See, there were two people that talked to us that might not have talked to us if I...
Or just may have talked to at a different time.
We don't know that.
You made a big ruckus.
The dice could have decided otherwise.
You made a big ruckus. People are going to notice you.
Yeah. I mean, he's pretty easy to notice to begin with. So.
And, yeah. Is there anything you guys want to do or discuss while you have the night?
Is it safe to say that word did get out about Rondai returning?
Not necessarily Rondai.
No. Oh.
They have no idea who's, like, he made, like, it's not safe for, you can say it's not safe for Rondai to return into the city at this point.
No, sorry. I meant, has word around the circus gotten out that Rondai's returned to the circus?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, at this
Okay,
point.
great. Because Stuart's going to run as fast as he can, as soon as he finds out.
Yeah, and, well, Stuart was in the...
Well, yeah, we were in the cart with.
We
when
were?
Lothar pulled-
Yes.
Yeah, Lothar said the whole group was in there.
Oh, I thought it was the B team, the group of the B team.
Mm.
Okay, never mind. I missed it. I missed it.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's alright, you just didn't care that I came back.
Oh, I didn't. I was just sitting in the corner smoking my pipe the whole time. Just listening to this whole thing going on. Until the letter, and then I think Leslie would have said something along the lines of, well, Ruckus, that's... They could have used worse words than that, so I'll take it.
Yeah, and so, yeah, I'm giving you the chance here. You guys can discuss among the way what you guys want to do next. Whether it's, you know, you've determined that your group, the first group, Group A, I'm calling the circus group,
Circus team.
the circus team, is put to the side by the accountant, and he goes, "Before I go, I have
Clown shoes.
a job for you. A shipment was supposed to come this way and never came. It's just west of the city. I'm hoping you could head out and take a look. There may be some valuables, but I mostly just want the ledgers. If you could get those said ledgers, I'd gratefully appreciate it."
And who's telling
This is the accountant, the
Right.
Vasily.
Vasily?
Vasily.
And Vasily is telling the B team or the A team?
The A team.
Okay.
I'm setting up future stuff.
Yep.
Team Clown Shoes.
Team Clown Shoes. That's a good one.
Okay.
It doesn't require you to be in the city. You can get around. If you can give it back to me, be gratefully appreciated. And anything else you find in the shipment, I really don't care. It's yours. And he goes, but with that, I must return back to my quarters. It's already going to be difficult enough to get back into the city anyways.
Oh, should we walk with you? B team.
If you'd like to, my dear, you're more than welcome to.
Because we need to go into the city anyway,
Well, it
right?
maybe be difficult in this late of evening, but I'm always welcome to take the extra hands and to protect me. I'd really appreciate it.
Alright, Team Clown Shoes and Team Trauma Kids.
Trauma twins.
Trauma twins.
I mean, we're not twins though. We're just siblings.
Yeah.
Trauma
Yeah.
twins activate in form of.
Well, we also have
PTSD.
we also have somebody else who almost assuredly has PTSD
PTSD.
as well from being incarcerated and having his hand forcefully amputated.
It's true. Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like Team
Team trauma. Just team trauma.
yeah, Team
general.
trauma.
Yeah, my uncle didn't let me go to the circus.
That see? That's it, and that your trauma is valid. That's a valid experience.
It's valid trauma.
So I think, you know, if there's no reason for us not to, we could go accompany him back to Vallaki and go stay at the inn, potentially, and start scheming.
He goes, I can probably get you in. That won't be a problem. And do you guys, the B team, escort him back into the city? The B team.
No time like the present, unless anyone can think of a reason not to.
Okay. You guys start.
Irina will like loop her arm through his as they walk.
And you see him slightly blush.
Blush.
And he's kind of taken aback by you. And he kind of stumbles his words, and he goes, well, lead the way?
Oh, I don't know the way. I'm hoping you could show us.
Oh.
Now tell me
Right.
about accounting.
Oh, it's nothing exciting. I'm sure your life is much more exciting than mine.
You hear Ismark laugh from the back.
But it must be so hard, so challenging to keep track of all of those numbers and figures.
Oh, I don't know about that. It's just like breathing for me. Yeah, this way. As he pushes up his glasses and he starts walking.
I'm assuming that Ismark does know his way to Vasily. Like, I would imagine
he
this
does.
isn't his first time. So yeah, while this is all happening, like as that exchange is going on, he laughs, hearing the "I'll bet your life is more exciting," and he's already like started his way off to Vasily, like leading the group, so to speak. He just didn't really say anything. He's just kind of like walking towards, chuckling.
Periwimple's just looking around and be like, hey, the castle's over on that side now. It's usually over there.
Is he talking about Ravenloft?
Yeah, Ravenloft.
Yeah.
Be like, the sun just set over there. I mean, it's usually with the direction the sun sets, but now it's the... He's very confused right now.
Again, Ismark just kind of chuckles, and then he just like sort of says to him, "Yes, I get a bit disoriented by magical travel myself."
Wait, that might not be right. I'm actually proficient in survival.
But magic.
I mean, I was gonna say, yeah. Are you proficient in Arcana? Oh,
No,
Mike.
but just knowing east from west.
sir.
Magic could still be a little
Yeah.
jarring.
Yeah, disorienting, yeah.
You guys walk forward, and the accountant looks to Irina and just blushes, and he goes, what adventures have you been on?
I'm looking forward to the next adventure.
Oh,
No need to dwell on the past.
Bork.
Bork.
Work, work. What?
Check your phone.
Why?
I've been messaging you.
Are you gonna give me food?
I was thinking about it.
That's the only reason to get startled. That's a good startle. Oh, you're gonna give me food? Are you? Are you?
From there.
I don't know.
I can't make that decision for you.
Can you give me some fried pickles?
Oh, where would you want them from?
Slims?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
And the other question?
No.
not working well?
Oh no, it is working well.
Okay.
Sorry. Apparently, I wasn't looking at my phone because I was busy doing something important.
But you got your fried
I'm doing
pickles.
fried
That's all that matters.
Listen, I'm telling you.
Fried pickles.
Oh god. I saw something that was pickled flavored that just came out that, as much as I would think pickled flavored would be good. Oh, it was ice cream flavored, pickled flavored ice cream.
You know what I had? I had a everything bagel ice cream.
I don't know how I feel about that.
It was so garlic heavy. It was unbelievable.
I believe it. I saw one that was also a soy sauce. Like it was Kikkoman. Isn't it Kikkoman? I always...
Yeah, Kikkoman is
Yeah,
the...
it was flavored ice cream. And they tried it and they said, actually, it was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally just gonna be like a little bit of umami and salt in vanilla ice cream. So yeah, I could imagine that being
okay.
tasty.
I mean...
Yeah, like I probably wouldn't want a whole bowl of it or anything, but like out of the weird ice cream flavors I've heard, putting a little bit of soy sauce into vanilla ice cream is not definitely doesn't score that high on weird flavors. I saw there was a wasabi ice cream there for a while too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even imagine. I'd die.
Saw one that had like a hint of chili flake in the back end. Like I could see how that
Yeah.
could be good, but
Yeah, I've had more than one chocolate. Like I had a there's a place in Las Vegas that did a Mexican hot cocoa ice cream that had chili flakes.
as Derek eats celery with peanut butter, he's scraping the little bit of peanut butter left on his celery.
Peanut butter and celery.
So
I'm renting for, man. Leave me alone.
he's, as you guys are walking, he's just following the leader at this point, and he's kind of become enamored by Irina.
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
And you guys reach up to the gate. He slips a couple coin to the guard. Doesn't seem like an unusual thing to do for him. It seems like a pretty normal thing. Pretty open about it. And he goes, he's like, you let my friends in. They need a place to stay for the evening.
Am I still with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
They open the gates, and the 6 of you enter the city gates of Vallaki. And you as players get to walk into Vallaki once again. He looks to you all, and he goes, "Thank you for the companionship." And he looks to Irene, and he goes, "And thank you, my dear."
No, thank you.
As
If you could just...
he bows, grabs your hand, and kisses your hand. You've been very lovely.
Thank you. You as well. Could you point us in the direction of the inn?
Oh, yeah, it's over this way. And as he says goodbye, he notes that you guys are going to be walking the same way as him. And it becomes a very awkward walk because he's already said his goodbyes. Well,
and then she ooh,
yeah, go ahead.
she's gonna relieve the awkwardness because that's what she's good at, and ask him to tell as we're walking, or just thank him for walking with us and walking us to the inn. What can you tell me about Erwin?
But Owen? Who? What?
The owner.
Oh, yes. Pretty well-to-do individual. I'd say keeps a clean shop. Not too much to say. He pays me well, pays me on time. Nothing too really to say.
Does he have any family here?
Well, yeah, he has. Let me make sure I got the name. His wife, Danica, and he has two boys, Bram and Bray.
And are they from here originally?
Yeah, their families have been here for generations. But yeah, speaking of which, it's let me make sure I'm in the right place here. Yep, N2. And he goes, speaking of which, it's right here. Again, it was a pleasure meeting you all. And stay safe. And
I'm sure we'll see you again very soon.
Keep a low profile this time.
Of course.
He walks you off, and as you were walking, you actually came back. You walked through everything you'd seen before, the toy shop and the square that's half broken, but there's still a couple of people. Like it looks like where people were on the stocks are no longer there, or you don't know what's happened to them, or were they all released? You're not exactly sure. But yeah, as you were walking, you do see the remnants of what was the fair before, the festival before.
Mm-hmm.
Wolves' heads on pikes scattered throughout the town, and they've been slowly been cleaned up. But the other group didn't see them because they were cleaned off out of the square. But as you kept walking forward past the square and everything, you see these one or two wolves' heads on pikes littering the streets here and there. Flies buzzing around them as you go.
And do we see the new flyers or information about the next festival?
You weren't really looking for them, but you do see, if you're looking for them, you do see them, the new ones, like they're up, talking about the sun.
Okay.
The Sun Festival.
Festival of the Sun.
Okay.
You do read that it's about, I don't know, a week away.
And is there anything about it that's recognizable, or is this like this is something that this town is made up? Or is there anything actually historically
You
based
could do
about
a history check.
Okay. Ten.
10. I mean, it's not difficult for you to kind of put two and two together. A lot of like sun gods and stuff, are worshipped here in hopes of a better time, a better place. That maybe the sun will shine again on the, it's what is it, like the Morning Lord and stuff like that. You can kind of put two and two together,
Okay.
You see in the distance you know, you also see a post on the wall on the a sign as you walk by this way to St. Antrill's Church, and the orphanage is further down the street. And what do you guys do? You guys enter the inn?
Yeah, I'm gonna assume
Okay.
that Ismark, having been here before, is just gonna kind of head towards the inn and try to find the person he's been told about here.
So here's a little bit of a descriptor. Gray smoke issues from the chimney of this large two-story wood building, with a stone foundation and sagging tile roof, upon which several ravens have perched. A painted wooden sign hanging above the main entrance depicts a blue waterfall. Would you guys like to see some pictures?
Sure.
Always.
Let me get it. There you go.
I'm still just seeing Strahd. Is it just me?
You may.
I see the inn.
Yeah, me too.
Don't mind that's the
wrong.
middle of the day, but it's I can't really affect the day or night cycle on these,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Just turn off your lights.
I mean, they got the torches on, so maybe it's just like a weird lighting effect with the camera.
But it gives you a good idea of what it looks like.
It's morning golden hour.
Yeah.
And do you guys walk in?
Oh.
Okay. Next image. First floor. So you walk in.
It's so cozy.
It is.
Look at
As
all
you
the nice
walk
art.
in, you see a man and a woman. They're standing behind the bar. The woman is cleaning a cup, and he goes, "Oh, welcome, travelers. What can I do for you?"
He just sort of, Ismark sort of like saunters his way up and, hello, Imkeep.
Hey.
We'd, like some rooms if you have any.
Each room cost about 1 EP, my friend.
I don't know how much money any of us have, but
You would have enough.
I was gonna say I'm a burger myself, so I would assume that I would be able to be like,
You have
chink.
You have enough. He goes, "How many
Copper and
rooms you
gold.
guys want?"
How many beds to a room, my man?
Let me double check that. Well, I've got a space in here. We got. Ooh, goodness. I got one room that has 4 beds in it. Would that suffice for the evening?
Yeah, what do we got? We got 5 of us, but whatever. One of us is just gonna have to.
Well, I normally sleep on the floor. It's okay.
I knew that was coming. I knew.
That's fine. So I tell you what, I'll just charge you for the 4 then. No charge for the extra pillow and blanket for the man.
Irena's gonna say, "That's very kind. Thank you for your generosity."
Listen, I got some food here. We can get if you're hungry. Got some soup, some bread. It's of course it's on the house since you've gotten a room. If you want something a bit more heavier, but a little bit more meat on your bones, it's gonna cost a little bit more. But at least you got hot beet soup that my wife has made and some fresh bread.
He turns around to Periwinkle and he says, he just looks at him and says, "Have you eaten today, Perry?"
Well, I had breakfast and then second breakfast, and then I had lunch. Then I had a snack, and then we teleported here. But no, I can eat. I'm hungry.
He just chuckles again and he hands the innkeep some extra electrum and says,
he goes, well then, yeah, I'll gladly cook a couple of wolf steaks for you then.
"Thank you."
And wine?
Wine, yes, actually, I have a one called the Purple Grape Smash, number 3, and a Red Dragon Crush wine. One is 3 copper, the other one is 1 silver piece.
Whatever you think is best, Erwin. Thank you.
Well, all right. How many wines would you like?
Do I have money? Can I buy
You
food?
have some coin. He left. You know, your brother gave you some coin, but you can definitely cover a couple of silver pieces if you wanted to get
Okay.
each a glass of wine.
Yeah. I have no money in my inventory, but I kind of assumed that she would have something. Okay.
Well, he sets you guys up, but he goes to his wife. He goes. Danica, my dear, could you set him up a table over in the corner there? You guys get warm from the damp cold out there, I'm sure. I'll get the wine. She'll get the food for you. The rooms are all set and ready to go whenever you're ready. Do you guys say anything else?
Not for now. He just is gonna sort of walk over into the corner where they've set up the table, and he sort of like sidles up to the fire because he's a frail boy, and he's just sort of sitting there, and just for flavor, I'm gonna say that he pulls a flask out of one of his pockets, and he's like taking nips off of it just because he when he heard what the local wines were, he was like, nah.
Are there any other people
Elderberry.
here?
It is currently empty.
Okay.
Let me double check. Here, there's more descriptors here I can give you. Damp cloaks hang from pegs in the entrance portico. The tavern is packed with tables and chairs, with narrow paths meandering between them. A bar stretches along one wall under a balcony that can be reached by a wooden staircase that hugs the north wall. Another balcony overhangs an entrance to the east. All windows are fitted with thick shutters and crossbars. Lanterns hang above the bar, and resting on the tables bathe the room is a dull orange glow, and cast shadows upon the walls, most of which are adorned with wolf heads mounted on wooden planks. Yeah, there's... you guys are the only ones in there at the time. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Talk? Chit chat?
You said there's a bunch of wolf heads mounted to
They're outside.
the walls outside. Okay.
Outside on pikes.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. And is it common in this world to have wolf steak?
Yeah.
Or do we think there's a direct correlation with the festival?
No, this is probably pretty common. And speaking of which, as you guys settle down to eat, the food starts coming in. She quietly hands you your food. She's very pleasant. Larger, stocky woman, farm stock woman, very beautiful, very bright. Freckled, dark-haired redhead, like a darker shade of red in her hair. As she goes, please enjoy your meal. If there's anything else you need, just feel free to give us a ring.
Thank you, Danica. This looks beautiful.
Oh, you're too kind. Thank you. And as she goes to walk over back to the back to the bar, you see two men come walking in. These are very large men. One is completely bald. The other one is with a large beard, holding what looks like a large bow, arrows on his back. And the other man, very similar, but with a large sword on his back as well. Looks like patchwork, like leathers, furs, scars. The one dark-haired man, brown-haired, dark-haired man, brown eyes, has a scar going across his face. They both come in and you go, Danica, hey Danica, couple of drinks for us, could you please, my dear? As you see walking in, the larger man is holding what looks like a large wolf body on his shoulder as he's carrying it over. And he goes, and the older gentleman, the bald gentleman, goes, and could you fetch your better half for me? She nods and she goes, oh, welcome, boys, welcome. Come on. And you hear her go, my dear, the hunters are back. I'm sure they'd like some coin.
I'm gonna get up from the table with my glass of wine and walk over to them and say, wow, what an impressive kill.
Oh, it's actually, we usually do better than that, my dear. We usually have 4 or more.
Oh.
But it was...
Is it very easy? Are there a lot of wolves in this area?
As of late, tons. But today was a little sprice, I'll tell you.
Interesting.
As you walk over, you see him walk over to the bar and just lay the body onto the bar table, and he goes, "Hey, I need some coin and some wine. The cheap stuff will do us."
What are your names? Are you from here?
And he looks you up and down, and he goes, my name is Soldar. And this here, my brother. He's Vedjena. It's Yevgen. I can't even say it. It's Yevgeni. Yevgeni.
Yevgeny.
I was gonna say, yeah, spell it again.
Yevgeni.
Yeah,
Yevgeny.
Yevgeny.
It's Eugene.
It's Eugene.
It's the Cyrillic version of
Eugenie.
Eugene.
So
Yeah.
well, I'm just horrible at it.
No, that is a name if you've never
Yeah.
seen it written and then pronounced. Definitely does not look the way it is actually said. It's not as bad as fucking Gaelic names or something, but yeah.
As you go to do that, you see all this. Irina, you start looking around, and in the back corner where you didn't notice him before, you see a man. You see a man there. Looks like he's wearing quite colorful clothes. And he just seems to be drinking his drink. And it looks like he almost looks like circus folk.
It's not that guy, is it?
As you're
What's his
looking
name?
at this dude and potentially you've got all these strange people. I think right about now is when Troidus is gonna come up behind you and be very quietly under his breath, "Be careful. Trust no one. Anyone could be one of them." And then he's just gonna walk away.
And she's gonna turn back to Troidus and with her mind say, "Does he look like a vampire to you?"
Can I respond in my mind?
Yeah, you can respond back.
He says super seriously, "I've been fooled before."
It's true.
But is that Blinksy or is that somebody else? Mr. Blinksy.
No, you see, it's a different
No.
man.
Character
Oh,
or person me has an idea. Character me would have no clue.
What? Person you?
Player me.
Oh. Then I guess, yeah, I think Irina will then kind of casually walk by and just dreary night, huh?
He looks to you, goes, "It is, my dear," as he's smoking his pipe. He goes, What takes you to this dreary land, my dear?"
Oh, well, the circus is in town.
Is it now? Well, I kind of see myself as a man of the circus myself.
Oh, do you?
Yes. Please, how rude of me. My name is Rictavio.
Rictavio.
Yes.
Do I know anything about Rictavio?
It would have been explained to you that the cart that's in the shipyard
Mm-hmm.
is his cart.
Okay. Oh! Well, Mr. Rictavio, we did see your beautifully adorned cart on our way in.
Oh, well.
How impressive.
Well, how kind you are. Yes, I am I'm currently, I'm a carnival ringmaster from a distant land.
Oh. Aren't they all?
Well, from here anyways, yes, everything is distant, isn't it? And you
How
are,
long
my
have
dear.
you been here? Oh, charmed, I'm sure. How How long have you been in Vasily?
Oh,
Or Vallaki?
good month or so. I didn't get your name. What's your name, my dear?
Irina.
Irina. What a gorgeous name.
Thank you.
So you said there's a circus out of the city, huh?
Well, we just arrived, and we'll be setting up shortly. How do you think it'll be received? How's the business been?
Oh, if you get the right people, I'm sure they will welcome you with open arms.
Oh. And do you know the right people?
I've been here for only about a month, but I'm sure the Burgermaster may be the first person to go to, would not.
Oh, wonderful. Well, then he'll be at the top of our list.
Good. Well, if you don't mind, my dear, I'm going to head in for the evening. It was a pleasure to meet you, Irina.
She'll stick her hand out.
He grabs it and kisses it slightly, and he goes, "Have a good evening."
Stay warm.
You as well. As he heads up with kind of a little jig, and he heads up to the stairs into one of the doors, and you don't see him for the evening after that.
Upstairs.
Yep. You'll see there's stairs leading up.
Before he goes, can I try to detect thoughts on him, or is the moment past?
You can definitely try.
Okay.
What do I have to roll?
It's not great. It's a wisdom save, 15.
That's only if you're trying to dig deep, though. If you just want surface
Oh,
thoughts,
yeah,
you don't get
just
that.
thoughts. No, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Do you want just surface thoughts, or do you want to go deeper?
Yeah. No.
As he goes up the stairs, you go, "Interesting woman. She's a little pale, though. Interesting. I'll have to keep a watch on her." So he heads up the stairs.
Okay.
And as he closes the door, you hear, "The name is," and it disappears as he keeps walking away.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do? Nothing?
Yeah, I want to come back to the group. And so do we need to... Should we wait to talk with Erwin about what we'd heard from Rondai, or...
Yeah, I planned on bringing it up a little more surreptitiously to him than just like at the bar while we were.
Okay.
I figured we'd crash in for the night or whatever, and then
Yeah. All right.
try to talk
That's
to
fine.
him.
Yeah, so you do see, as you guys are sitting down, finishing up eating, you see Periwinkle is just chowing down hardcore on that soup.
He's a growing boy.
And the
6'3". I think I looked up the average for him. He's like 6'3",
Love
well over 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. pretty much all muscle.
You see the hunters are settling down to eat as well. They exchange some coin for the wolf meat. You see him take that meat, take the wolf carcass, take it into the kitchen. And I think that's where we'll take a short break. Does that sound good, guys? 15 minutes? Mm-hmm. And we'll get back into it probably when you guys wake up in the morning to figure out what you're going to do next. We'll be right back.